Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with chapter number 4 from your social science, that is Mughal Empire Establishment and Extension. You can see here some pictures are given. They are the monuments which are built by Mughals. So, it is given here, it's a glance at Mughal, it's a glance of a Mughal architecture. Okay, so let us start. Independence Day was celebrated on 15th of August. Pratik saw the national flag being unfurled at the Red Fort on his TV at home. He even saw different pictures of the Red Fort. The next day, Pratik asked his class teacher all about the Red Fort. His teacher downloaded pictures of the Red Fort as well as pictures of other architectural monuments from the internet and showed them to the students. While showing them the pictures, the teacher told them that those monuments were constructed during the Mughal period. She decided to tell them all about the Mughal rule. So the teacher decided to tell the students about the Mughal rule. Delhi was under Ibrahim Lodi's rule during that time and Babur ruled in Kabul, Afghanistan. Babur was the ruler of the Mughal dynasty. He attacked Delhi in 1526 CE. Ibrahim Lodi was defeated by Babur's well equipped army in the Battle of Panipat. So, in this paragraph, how Babur ruled over, have started his rule over Mughal dynasty. This brought an end to the Sultanate age and the establishment of the Mughal rule. So during that time Mughal rule started with Babur. In the beginning the Mughals ruled near Delhi. Babur won many battles and his descendants gradually extended the empire. Let us learn about incidents that occurred during the Mughal age and know more about the administration and social life of that time. Now we will understand about the administration and the social life of Mughlars. Now here on this page you have main events of the Mughal dynasty. See, it is very easy to understand. I will just read it out and explain you. If you read once, it is very easy. Babur from the year 1526 to 1530. In 1527 CE, he fought the battle with the brave Rana Sanga at Kanwa, in which Babur defeated him as his army was equipped with cannons. In 1530, Babur fell ill and died. He fought many battles to lay a strong foundation of the Mughal Empire and gain control over areas near Delhi and Agra. He emerged victorious in most of the battles. Now next is Humayun. From the year 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. In between, Sher Shah Suri ruled over Delhi. Humayun ascended the throne of Delhi after Babur. After Babur, his son Humayun, he ascended the throne. According to his father's will, the kingdom was divided and each of his brothers inherited one province. He retained Delhi. Humayun had to struggle a lot against his brother Kamran and the Afghans. Humayun was defeated twice by Sher Shah and he had to escape for 15 years in order to save his life. During that time, Akbar was born in the palace of the king of Amarkot. Humayun regained Delhi from the successors of Sher Shah. Now next you have Sher Shah from the year 1540 to 1545. Sher Shah Suri was an Afghan leader who had progressed on his own. He defeated Humayun twice and therefore established the Sur dynasty in Delhi. So he established Sur dynasty. After gaining control over Delhi, he won many other important battles. He then extended this empire from Kabul to Bengal and Malwa. He is known as a reformer in history. After Sher Shah, the Mughal dynasty was re-established in Delhi. Next you have Akbar from the year 1556 to 1605. Akbar was just 13 years old when his father Humayun passed away. Akbar was very young, and so Behram Khan, a faithful minister of Humayun, brought him up as a guardian and took care of the administration on Akbar's behalf. Hemu, the leader of Sikandar Sur, established his rule over Delhi when Akbar was in Punjab. With the guidance of Behram Khan, Akbar defeated Hemu in the Battle of Panipat. Since Behram Khan became more independent, Akbar seized away all his powers and sent him for Hajj. He was killed on the way to Hajj. So this way he was killed. Behram Khan was killed. Now Akbar annexed. Annexed means addition or to join. Chittor and Ranthambore in the battle against Rana Pratap. Frequent battles were fought between them. Akbar's empire expanded during the period between 1585 to 1605 CE. He annexed Kandahar, Kashmir and Kabul and established his rule over Khandesh, Ahmednagar in the south. There was a lot of disorder during the last days of Akbar's rule as Prince Salim revolted. So his son Prince Salim. Later on, Salim adopted the name Jahangir and ascended the throne. We have already gathered a lot of information about the different rulers of the Mughal dynasty like Babur, Humayun, Akbar and Sher Shah Suri of the Sur dynasty. Now on the basis of this let us know about the administration, society, art and architecture. So now we will understand about their administration, art and architecture and all. Now next we have relations of Mughals with other rulers, how they behaved with other rulers. When Humayun had escaped, even the Hindu rulers gave him shelter. Therefore their culture was reflected in the upbringing of Akbar. He took the help of Hindu rulers when he ascended the throne. He knew that he would not be able to rule in India if he ignored the Rajput rulers. Therefore, he maintained good relations with the Rajput rulers and won their confidence. So, he won the confidence of the Rajput rulers and were good relations with them. The rulers who did not accept his authority had to face him. The rulers of Sisodia Rajputs did not accept his rule and had many confrontations with him. Next is tradition of inheritance. The king was responsible for appointing the successor of the kingdom, and it would usually be the oldest son. During the Mughal rule, all the sons would get an equal share of the empire. So they will get an equal share. This kind of hierarchy was implemented during Humayun's reign. After that, rulers conspired against each other for the throne. Brothers would quarrel with one another for the throne, and whoever won ascended the throne of Delhi. Now here hierarchy means to rank something from its topmost till bottom.